no gold is not in her.
Now we go to the web page here. If I go back, so we are dealing when the user is logged in. So here is the user profile page. So user is Mark, and he uploads only when he's on this page. So when a user logs in, we are setting a variable, which is a session variable. So if I go to the login process and look for user ID, we are setting a session variable here. So we need to use this because if you remember in login process and in the adding user image into the profile, we added a functionality where user uploads a user image and we are saving image according to the user ID. So each user will have a unique ID and they're going to be unique files inside that particular directory. So what I'm going to do here in this case, we are going to use the same methodology. We are going to use the session user ID because user is logged in already, so we can use this here. So I say I'm just going to paste it here. So what we need to do for image gallery, so for example, each user has a unique images inside the user images. So if I see here, if I say echo, let's see what user ID we have right now. So save this, go here, and I put some title, same here, browse, image, upload. So we get 2, so we have 2. So what we need to do, we need to create another folder inside it, and I want to say gallery or something like that. So gallery images or something like that. So I'm not going to do it this way, I'm just going to delete this from here. So we want to do it through PHP. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to say, okay, first check if we have a directory. So we're going to say if is underscore dir. It's a PHP function which is going to check for the directory. Now what we want to check here is that if the directory is not present. So if I'm going to say not, and here if I go, so because we are in this file and it is in a gallery directory, so we need to put path carefully. So // and then gallery, then slash. So we are now in processes, so we need to put processes here, processes, and after processes we need to go into public because we have public then user ID. So we say here public / user images because we have user images here, and then each user. So for each user I need to put here dot, and we are going to use this variable this time, and I'm going to cut this and need to paste in here, then concatenate, and then a slash. Alright, so we're checking if this directory is not present there. Currently it is present there, so we have user ID 2. So if it is not present there, then we are going to command to create this directory. So here you're going to say mkdir, which is a PHP function to create a directory, and we are going to provide the paths to this directory. So we're just going to copy this and paste in here. I don't need slash in this one, but we need it at the bottom one. Here we say comma 077, which is going to set the permission. So this is going to check, okay, if the user folder is there, which is this number 2. Now we want to create another folder inside it. So if this directory is not present, created, else, that means we have the directory. We want to create mkdir, and we want to create another directory which is going to be inside it. So it's going to be user gallery images. All right. So all looks fine here. We need to check what happens. So let's see. Okay, so let's do that. So I go to the browser and I refresh, resend, and we go to the directory. We don't have that directory. So what I did, I said make directory. This is going to be 077 here, and go back and refresh from start. I go back here and refresh, and then we add some content here, add an image, upload an image, make there no such directory in line 39. Line 39 is this one. So I made a mistake here. If you see here, so when we are in this file and we want to create directory in here, so we need to get out of the gallery folder. We are doing it here. Then we need to get out of the processes folder, but I said gallery here, which is not right. So we need to say dot dot here, and the same way we need to say dot dot here, the same way here as well. So now we are saying get out of processes folder. Now once you're out of processes, then we want to user to go in public, and alright, to folder out, then it goes to public, then there is user images, and this time it should work. Let's see. So we go here, refresh. So we get PNG, no error there. If I go to the folder, we get user gallery images. You can see that inside the user 2. So we just successfully created a folder here. Now here, what we can do, we can upload the image straight away. So to do that, what we need to do, we need to first check if this directory exists. So I'm going to say here if not is underscore dir. So we're creating the directory here. So but we still need to check it if it is there. So I'm just going to select the path. Now if you can see here, I passed the permission here but not here, but it's a good idea if I pass it here too, but that's totally up to you. Now this function runs without it as well. So here if is dir, and this function takes the path to the file. Alright, so what do we want to do? We want to upload the image. So to upload the image, we need we can say $new image name is equal to, and it's going to be, so we can say here the path to the directory. So I'm just going to copy the path, and in the variable we can say with path. Alright, you can call it anything as you like, but I prefer this. So I'm saying that okay, this is the complete path to the file, and dot, then we're going to provide the image name, which is, we have the image name right here, which is string to lower, so it's going to be lowercase, and I need to put it here. Alright, now this is the point where we use the PHP function, and let's do that. So we're going to do move underscore uploaded. Alright, and it's going to be file. Now it's going to take two parameters. First, it's going to be $temp name. So we are setting the temp name here, image temp name, and I'm going to put it here. And the second parameter is going to be the file path with the file name. So here we have it. So we're going to copy this and paste in here. All right. So currently we are just uploading the image straight away, just to see if it is working or not. So I refresh the page and we get that error file exists for line 41. Okay, it's saying that, let me see if it uploaded it. Yeah, it uploaded the image. What happened is we are saying straight away that create this directory, but there is this directory present already. So we need to say it in else condition actually here, so that if directory is not present, then do this. We are doing it here straight away, so it's gonna give error. Alright, so far so good. We have our image uploaded there into the user image gallery. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to download a few images and then we're going to put the images into database as well. Let's do that now. Now we are uploading the image perfectly fine. To add and display these images as gallery, we need to store these images in database as well. So what I do, I go to the, so to see which database we are connected to, we can go in config db, and here login system is the database. And if I go there, so login system is here, we have currently users table in it. So to work with the images, I'm going to create another table, and it's going to be gallery. So I'm going to give it a name of gallery. Now in gallery, what we're going to use, we're going to first have an ID, auto increment and primary, so that ID stays unique each time. And then we need the image, or we can simply say title. Now title, I want it to be varchar, it's going to be 250 characters. Then we need description, I want it to be varchar as well, and I want it to be 250 max. Now description can be nullable. We can set it to null, or default value can be nullable. Okay, so if we won't provide the description, still we will be able to save the data. It's not important. It's something that if you provide, that fine. If don't provide, that's all right. Now we need to add the image name. So it's going to be image underscore name, or we can say image file underscore name. So it's going to be varchar as well, 250. Now we need one more column, and I'm going to add here. So here it's going to be created underscore at, so we see what time. Now here I'm going to add the timestamp, so it's going to be time stamp. So it's going to add that by default current timestamp. All right, the gallery table looks just fine. Now I'm going to save this. So we have these fields, so now we can go ahead and work with these. So I go to the code editor, and here I'm going to go into our file where we are uploading the image here. Now here we want to run an SQL. So I say $SQL, this is going to be equal to, and what we want to do is insert. So we say insert into, we have gallery, and we need to provide the values that we are inserting. So values. So the fields we have is title, comma, description, comma, image underscore file underscore name. All right, for the created date we have timestamp set, so it's not going to create any problem. It will take the time automatically. and ID will be generated dynamically, so we don't need to provide ID. So these three fields we need to care about. So if I go, actually we can even show the image size as well, so let's add that too, because generally in most galleries you see the image size. So what I do to add another column, we have here option add. We can define how many columns you want. I would say 1, and it should be after image file name. So after I say go, so here we say image underscore size. All right, I want it to be varchar 2 250 and save. Okay, so we have now structure bit change image size as well, so we need to implement it here as well. So I say comma image underscore size. All right, so we can insert the image size now. So let's do that. So values going to be the variables that we need to pass. So I'm just going to break it so we can see it easily. And for providing the values, let's see, first is title. So we have a title here. I'm just going to copy this and I'm going to paste in here. Comma. Then we have the second value is description. So we have image description showing up here. Now third is image file name. So file name is the name we are passing here, image name. So just need to pass that here. And finally we need to pass the size. So we have that variable as well. Image size, it's here. Copy and paste here. Alright, looks good. Let's see if this query works for us. So here, what are we gonna do? MySQLi underscore query. First parameter is always connection. Second is $SQL. Alright, so we want to say that $result. So we want to upload image if this is true. So we say result. Okay. Because if image is not in database, there is no point of uploading that image. So we're gonna put here. And once we upload and everything done, we can redirect back to the user to the page where user is uploading from, so that we can show that okay, image uploaded successfully. So here we say we can even put else here. So I'm gonna say here, I need to cut this and put in here as well as here. Alright, so here we are going to say, alright, image moved to the directory. Then we are going to say a message of success. Image uploaded. This is going to be error. It's going to be image upload failed. Alright, so let's check there and go here. First we need to set an error, so I'm just going to copy this and I'm going to say else, and here we need to remove this else here. So here we have the image upload failed, and I'm going to put that here and the same image upload failed. Alright, now we need to check for success message. So if is set $_get, and we will pass here success. Now if it is success, Now we can use this if condition. I can put here. The only thing we need to change is the success. It's going to be here, and image uploaded. So image uploaded successfully. All right, now it's going to be success in that case. Okay, so it should all be fine now. I'm hoping this goes well. All right, let's see what happens if we have some error. We'll fix it. So I go to the browser into the app and refresh the page. So I'm going to give an image name, this image, upload. We get unexpected $47. Let's see what happened here. 47. So in query I'm using single quote, and that might be creating an issue here. So we need to put double quote in here and single quotes when we pass the variables. So here and ending with this. Okay, so insert into gallery, title these, and values are these. So let's see if it works this time. So if I go back to the browser and refresh, resend, we got the success message image uploaded here on top. If I go to database browse, we got the image here. Let's see folder, and we have the image uploaded here as well. The only thing we didn't get is the success message. Then that's weird. Let's check what happened here. So I go to code, and here we are checking for if it said success. Alright, I made a mistake. Really sorry about that. So I'm checking here if it said get error, and that if condition, I have this if it said success inside that condition. That's why it's not displaying. So we need to put it outside. So it's going to be like this. Success message. Now we have the image upload successfully. However, it is showing quite at the bottom, so we need to do something about that. And yeah, that's cool. Let's see. So here we can say so this is a class now, and here we can give style. So let's see here, refresh. So we have it like looking fine. Alright, so we just inserted one. Let's add another. Now I select this image and upload, and we get success uploaded. Now I go here, we get the image there, and that looks just fine. And we are getting the image size as well, so we can display it accordingly. So now the next thing we need to do is we need to display these images into the gallery page. So sorry, on the home page actually here. So let's do that. To display images on the home page, we need to go into the index.php, because that is the page which is responsible for it. Now here currently we are showing the data based on user login or not, so we can display images if the user is logged in, just like that. So here we can run our code. So I'm going to put here NHR, and we got all from gallery where now we're just gonna put it straight away. Now there are two things. We can even add a user ID here, so that is actually necessary, because this way any image we add is going to display to all users. So let's correct that. So I simply go here into this, and we need to add another column here simply. So what I do, I go into the PHP My Admin structure, and after image size we need to add a column after image size. Go, and it's going to be user underscore ID. All right, it's going to be integer. Save, browse. Now we have that. Now we currently have 0. So if I go here in our code, so here what we need to do, we need to say another field. It's going to be user underscore ID. All right, so user ID going to have the session user ID. That's what we need to pass in the user ID. So I can put this session variable, and I'm going to pass this variable into the value. So here a comma, and that's it. All right, so what I do, I add another image, and that image going to include the user ID to this third image, and then we can update these images too. So let's do that. So I simply refresh the page here and see if it all works. So on here, add an image, upload image, and we getting invalid image. So try another one. Another image. Upload, image uploaded, browse, and we have another image. So we have user ID set to 2. So previous images are also added by user 2. So I'm gonna paste here. All right. Okay, so we have the 3 images. Now let's go to home, and here we are going to show these. So select all from gallery, where user underscore ID equals, now we want to say here $logged. All right, let's see what happens. We say MySQLi underscore query, the first parameter $connection, and the second is SQL, and we're gonna say gallery results. All right, so here we are going to check if this fires completely fine. So say if fetch underscore array, I'm going to pass the variable here too, and here we can print the value. So I'm just going to do var dump, and I'm going to pass the $row. I want to see it properly, so I say echo and pre. Save this. Let's see what happens. So we go to the page here, refresh, and we have the data coming. That's great. So we are getting it. So we have ID, we have title, we have description, we have image file name, image file size. So let's see how we want to display it. So to do that, what I want to do, I want to break this. Okay. And div class card. So we need to put the logged in user like this, and then the user gallery image, and then the file name. So all is here. Let's see how it looks. So if I go to browser and refresh, we have an issue with size now. So because it's going too big, so we can do this is, so we need to remove this echo pre from here, and we can give it a width of 300 and maybe height of 180. Let's see. So I go here, refresh. So we are getting our images here. That's good. Now we want to print the name, title, everything alongside. So we need to work on that.